So as soon as you walk into that VC, you begin the process of negotiating your valuation. And part of that valuation is going to be based upon exactly how big that opportunity is. So you've got to size it properly. How can you do that? Many times we get business plans and they start out with that first wonderful chart. Now, this is the number of users who will be on the internet in the United States and the world in the year 2007. It's always, more than the number of people living on the planet. and this is fundamentally a useless chart because it's irrelevant. And the whole key to making successful market projections is to have top-down relevance and then bottom-up realism. What I mean by that is identify your industry and then gather the top-line data on that industry, get excited how big it is, and put it aside. Then identify your true addressable market segments and be very strict about how you define these because the VC is going to negotiate you down, and if you can't answer the questions, you're going to be out of the room. So what is the true market? What are the true addressable market segments? And then what could you do in that market area? Now, avoid at all costs the temptation to say, I've got a big market, all I need is a small percentage. If I multiply the two numbers together, I will get an attractive business size and everyone will be happy. That doesn't work either. So start with your top-down market relevance, build the chart for your presentation, have it in there, be able to defend it, and then move to the next step, which is bottom-up realism. Let's say, for example, I'm going to sell pet food on the internet, not that anyone would do that anyway. I start by saying, I've got this many pet owners, and I cut that down to this is how much they spend on pet supplies. And I cut that down to say this is how much they spend on pet supplies that I could ship on something other than a railroad flat car. And that leaves me the following 50 items, and that's equal to $1 billion. Well, then I've got to ask myself, how can I build up to that? Well, maybe that means that I need a sales force, and that sales force is going to have to go out and sell to all the pet food companies. And there are 1,000 pet food companies. And to make this happen, I can have a salesperson who can attack 25 pet food companies in a year and manage those relationships. And I realistically think I can hire 10 pet food salespeople over the course of the next 6 months, and that's what it's going to take to meet my plan. So I go into the VC with one page that says from the top down, this is my addressable market size, but then the second page that says from the bottom up, what will it take to build the business to get there? And if I can't do that, I'm out the door.